Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Stephen Ode, aka the Stop Hunter. It's now just 4 o'clock over here in the UK, about 11 a.m. Eastern time. And this session is all about the Nat Gas price and where it could be heading next. If you're new to the channel, thanks for joining. If you're a regular, again, thank you for staying with us. Today already we've looked at various markets: gold, silver, WTI, Forex, all available to play back on the YouTube channel at the Stop Hunter. So, hit that subs and bell button to receive future notification of content that I will be producing. But like I said, it's all about Nat Gas. Had been doing this weekly, but I think it fits in better with the program that we do this probably bi-weekly. And over the last week, Nat Gas has finally broken away from that very long range under, sort of $2.50 around about there that had been in for such a while, and it's now holding that $3 area. And the big question is, can it get up onto $4 and beyond? Well, the variables underneath, the fundamentals aren't looking too bad. We've got EIA numbers last week that were better than expected, showing a smaller build. Weather, demand, production, all factoring into the positive upside here. The big one, storage, that's been playing on our minds for a long time. Still there in the background, still a lot of it about, but those shorter term variables looking a bit more positive. So what have we seen today? Well, obviously after the weekend's activities in the Middle East, things haven't been looking so good, and oil was up about $5 on the open earlier in the UK time. But let's just have a quick look in at the Nat Gas price so far today. See, it's been on that bullish trajectory. It's been a bit of a up and down day, but just looking like it's starting to push on up again, up to that pivot point around $3.40. So holding, like I said, above that $3 that we've looked for it to do so for such a while. And we look at the charts in a minute to show you how it's been behaving. But some other variables behind it, I just mentioned the storage. They've got that 86 billion cubic feet data in there, less than the forecast 92 billion. So that was positive, smaller build than expected. So that also helped prop the prices up. And in terms of weather, there's the outlook for the next 6 to 10 days, all encouraging better demand in the shorter term as well. So into the charts, longer term view, just want to show you that channel that we've been in for such a while. You can see that down there. See, it finally broke out. That's a 2 standard deviation regression band, just popping its head up above there. You can see the point of control still at around $2.50, but for such a long time it had been between that $2 to $3 band. It's now just going up. Next stop up, you got $3.50, then $4.80, that key Fibonacci number there. Not a lot of volume above that. We had that double top building in, and it did play out by the rules of technical analysis into this sort of zone, and then followed down even further. There's a huge run up that we saw from 2020, and then, like I said, that big strong fast pullback, and then consolidation at these low levels. Now, if you're into well, actually, before we even get into that, let's have a look at some other variables. Actually, more important to start with them. Volatility, we're talking 55%, nothing unusual there. Can go up into the hundreds, early hundreds. You just see a steady rise in that volatility. That's encouraging for a bit more, movement in that price. Seasonality wise, well, I've got to say it's not too exciting this time of year. Maybe a little bit on the weak bearish side down there, and a bit through October after dropping off and then sort of plateauing out until December, and then it goes down all the way into February, March time before picking up again. So call it weak bearish there. Volatility, like I said, encouraging, and then the commitment of traders data. I'd expect the large speculators to be following the price, and they sort of are at the moment. They've been building the long positions up, as you can see they're tracking up with the price, and the large commercials like to see the inverse of the price, which it is doing as well. They're getting shorter. They were back in September long about 90,000. Now they're only long 60,000, so they've been reducing their positions some 30,000 there. So things looking a bit more encouraging in the shorter term to the upside. Now getting back to that point, what did I say there? Yes, the Nat Gas futures. We got the 4 line break 2 setup. So I use the 2 setup because I want to be a bit more aggressive. So that means if I was buying in again using this chart, I would get in maybe at $3.43, $3.40. There's no upside. We're into new space here, so we haven't got the more conservative area. So maybe you could hold it on for, to the 3, edging towards 347, 348 maybe. If you're still bearish, look for that reversal in a 330 area to take it back to this sort of range around about $3. And we'd hope if it did go there, if we're bullish, that it sort of creates a area of support before bouncing on up. If it doesn't, it's going to go back into that range and we're going to get boring price action again. Into the Renko charts, what are they telling us? Longer term look here, as you can see, goes back to, if I just pull that way, about December of 22, and you see the, like we talked about, they pull off on the price down to that consolidation zone and just breaking above the Fibonacci there at $3.10, 12 sort of area. And then next target in terms of Fibonacci is 386. I like to use the ladder, call it the ladder of Fibonacci here. And then the next key one, $5. Would be amazing if we could see $5 again. Still a bit of a way to go to get up to there. And then it's just under 6. And then at the top there, just under 7. If it fails, like I said, it's back into this range around the point of control. And again, for more sideways action. So if the demand drops off, the weather, gets calmer, more stable again, unsurprising, then we could be heading back there. But at the moment, things are looking a bit more encouraging to the upside. And if we go to shorter term Renko, let's drag that way for some more immediate price levels. Then we have to the upside, if it can get through that sort of 3.5 area, like I said, $3.70, 380.5, and then that 4, that magic 4 that we mentioned at the beginning, can it get up to there? Interesting to see. Over the last, well, as you know, we're into new territory at these prices. It hasn't been into this zone since January of this year. So yeah, we're looking for that break up and to hold again, I think above that $3.50 to cement in a $4 move. If not, point of control way down, just under 3 at $2.90. And like I said, it gets boring again, and expect it to be range bound. It's got to hold, above these sort of numbers, the 325s to the 350s if we want to expect a more bullish push. So there you go. Nat Gas looking bullish at the moment, well, at least weak bullish. the variables are aligning more for an upside move. So watch, the charts closely, follow your trading plan, and maybe, after doing your own research and due diligence, chance to get in to some upside move there. So if you like today's show, please give us the thumbs up. Like I said right at the beginning, don't forget to subscribe and hit those bell buttons on the channel to get updates and further notification of new content. And all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, good luck with the trading, and I hope to see you all soon.